All right, welcome back, everybody, to what has already been a very eventful day. And there's more to come because we've got plenty of matches coming up after this to finish the day. But this has been the match that, when the draw came out, I was so excited to watch because this, if you know about this, and if you don't know about this rivalry, you'll get educated because we're going to talk about this rivalry throughout the entire match. And hopefully, this match will be one of the iconic matches that adds to this rivalry. So, Medvedev versus Tsitsipas. They haven't played much lately. They played, I think, like twice in the last couple of years, which is really bad because they were playing, they were top four guys, right? They were playing almost every couple of months in big tournaments, right? They were playing Grand Slam semis. They were playing Grand Slam quarterfinals, 1,000 event finals and semifinals. And then lately, because Steph and Medvedev have both kind of dropped down the rankings, we haven't seen them play each other. They both haven't been able to get to that stage where they play each other. So now we get a treat because they are playing each other. And it's a second round. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see whether or not... the last time they were hanging around each other, they seemed to get along. That was at the United Cup. That was at the Labour Cup a couple of years ago. They were sort of, they were cordial, right? They were joking, but I don't know. I want to see what if that's going to translate into today's match because I don't know. I'm not convinced that they're all friendly and all good. That tweet from Steph was hilarious. Lol. What tweet? What happened to Raducanu? Go watch the video. I made a video about it. Oh, the Spider-Man meme? Yeah. He took that from someone else, I think. I don't think he made that meme, did he? They were forced to be nice to each other. Yeah, because they're on the same team. But I tell you, there is a bit of a trend. It's very rare that Medvedev gets upset when he's beating Tsitsipas. But when Tsitsipas starts to beat him, that's where Medi gets a little bit annoyed because of Tsitsipas's, not just his, Tsitsipas's antics. It's more about his team and, mainly his dad. His father talks every point. Like, the most quotable Medvedev memes or the most quotable Medvedev moments have been against Tsitsipas. Very, very funny. But hopefully this one is also, I hope it's a great match because if it's a great match, it'll add to their rivalry. They played a bunch of times. Early 2020s, these guys were, they're the same generation, right? Tsitsipas, Medvedev, they both kind of came up at the same time, end of the 2010s. They had to face the GOAT generation towards the end of their careers, and then now they have to face Alcaraz and Sinner, and they're both having mixed results against those guys. So they're in that weird limbo. Medvedev coming back, playing some good tennis, in recent months. Tsitsipas trying to get back on a roll. So yeah, a lot of things going on with these guys in their careers as of just now. By the way, go watch this video if you haven't already. Lots of news. Oh, God damn this tournament. If this week hasn't been a signal that 2 weeks back-to-back Master 1000s is not a good idea, especially 1 week 1000s, even though we love them, having them back-to-back is just a silly idea. And no one is no one's immune to injury, and it's pushing every best player off the tour. They're all getting sore, getting hurt, getting sick. It's not sustainable. We need to players are the product. The tournaments have to adjust to the players. Now, the winner of this match takes on either Rublev or Marozsan. Alcaraz will play Roya later against Khachanov. Winner will play Khachanov. So there is a chance that one of these guys might play Alcaraz. Also, chat, I'll tell you, I'm so happy that Arthur Fils is back. I hope he stays healthy because I reckon Fils, I love the way he's going about stuff. I love his whole situation. I'm a fan. I want Fils to do well. And I think what won me over was when he talked about not watching the Australian Open final. And I was like, yes. That was funny. And I was like, that's the kind of attitude I want to see. I want to quote Feast because I want to get the quote right because it was such a good. He says, "I don't watch tennis anymore." Because I don't watch tennis anymore. 0. I saw that Carlos had won, but it's been a long time since I've watched a tennis match. And I'm like, yes, we don't need this like, oh, I saw Alcaraz and he's amazing. No. And then he said, where did he say like he only watches like Shelton? I was like, okay. Where did he say that? I can't remember. Oh, here we go. So he said, I don't watch tennis anymore. I found out that Alcaraz had won, but it's been a long time since I watched a match. I only watch Pirikar, Fokina, and maybe sometimes Shelton. That's it. And I'm like, yes. You don't need to watch those guys. Who gives a shit what they're doing? You do you. You do you. Who cares what they're doing? You don't need to watch the Australian Open final to be good at tennis. Nah. You do you, Feast. I love that. I love it. When most people would have been like, oh, how amazing was the final? Oh, wow, Alcaraz was so good. He's such a great talent. I love Feast is like, I saw he won. Yes. That's the attitude we need. We don't need this like, we don't need to admire everything everybody else does, all right? We don't need to do that. The players don't need to do that. We'll do that as the fans. The players don't need to do that. Yeah, they don't need to be fans of Synchros, exactly. But it's so weird because like, in this generation, you get if you don't praise who's doing well, you get seen as like arrogant, rude, disrespectful by, obviously by the masses, right? But man, it's so refreshing to have somebody that's just like, that's not like, that doesn't care about what the others are doing. He's not like, wow, I really want to be like Alcaraz later. Like, no. I love that Feast is just like, you don't really watch tennis. I saw that he won. Cool. It's like, yes. That's the attitude we need from some players. Because they're the ones that are going to go, they're the ones that are going to, the ones that aren't putting them on a pedestal. They're the ones that are going to do well. Right? They're already halfway there mentally, right? Anyways, Feast is winning, so that's good. 8-3 on hard courts in favor of Medvedev. Now, this is the one. Now, Chad, if you don't know the rivalry, this is the rivalry. So they played, I think, 2018. And there was a heated exchange. It was in Miami, back when Miami was back in Key Biscayne. So that's why it looks a bit weird. It was on an outside court. Nobody even knew what was going on because it was before these guys broke out, right? Medvedev hadn't announced himself and Tsitsipas was still new. It wasn't until later that year that they sort of started to, put their hands up and say, hey, we're some good players over here. So there was a heated exchange. Words were said. Medvedev quotes were memed. Then they would meet again multiple times over the next few years, mainly in Australian Open semi-finals, where Medvedev again would get frustrated at how Tsitsipas's dad would coach him, right? That's when coaching was illegal, right? And or on-court coaching. And Medvedev would just come up with the gems. And again, he would say that the umpire, does he know Greek? And if he knew what Tsitsipas was saying, then he should be getting a penalty and if you don't give him a penalty, you are a small cat. And that was one of the greatest Medvedev quotes we've ever had. It would be one of the greatest tennis quotes that we've ever had. And ever since then, there's always been just like this weird tension, right? Whenever they play, there's always like almost like mockery. Medvedev kind of like just looking at Steph in a weird way when Steph celebrates as winner and Medvedev's like, oh, whatever, bro. Like, it's just this weird tension. They say they're friendly, but I think that's an act. Let's see what happens today. Tsitsipas to serve. I don't even care who wins. 4-4 rally. I just want a good match, and I want something to talk about for the rest of the week. As Medvedev goes to the slice of Steph in the net. And Medvedev wins the first point, 15 love. I think if Stefanos starts to win, that's when things might get a little spicy. Love 15. Love 15. The small cat is a classic. Oh, yeah. As a forehand now from Steph. Medi with a pass. Steph with a volley. Medvedev puts up a lob, and Tsitsipas with a smash winner, 15-0. Not only, though, is it like a fun, a little bit of a heated rivalry, it's actually a pretty good matchup. Like, I know that you got, most people are like, oh, Sinkeraz or forget about tennis, right? But this is actually a really good matchup, too. Like, these guys, they have their weaknesses, but they also have strengths. And they do, they do have an interesting style matchup against each other. Medvedev standing way behind the baseline to rally. Tsitsipas, he's happy to rally too. Neither guy really likes to go to the net. So we're going to get a lot of baseline rallies, backhand now. I mean, these guys, they make each other play some good tennis. So we got a 4-hand line, great shot. Medvedev gets back though. Steph backhand as Medvedev backing again to the backhand of Steph. Steph overhits it and it's 15-30. It's kind of like Zverev and Medvedev. Like, it's one of those, it's almost like a nostalgic matchup because we just get Sinkeraz all the time, and that's like the match that everybody should be watching. But when you get one of these matches, oh yeah, these guys have played, 14, 15 times. Like, this was, 4 years ago, this was one of the biggest rivalries in the sport. We've just been Sinkeraz spoiled, I think, and we forgot about this kind of stuff. All right, 15-30. There's a backhand return. Goes into the forehand of Steph. Forehand from Medvedev. A Tsitsipas forehand again. Medvedev gets it with a slice. Steph forehand inside out. He comes to the net. Medvedev with a lob. And Steph puts away the smash. That's 2 net points won by Tsitsipas. All right, 30-all. Medvedev versus Tsitsipas in 2026. I can't believe my eyes. I mean, why not? All right, 30-all. Svitolina breaks in the second. Who won the first? Did Bencic win the first? Steph hits a lovely forehand, inside-out forehand winner. Oh, yeah, so Bencic won the first, and it's 2-love to Svitolina in the second. Also, Lehechka's playing Bergs, and Alice versus Feast at the moment as well. And then in a couple of hours, we've got Sinner versus Popyrin, followed by Alcaraz, and then of course Eala versus Castello, which is it's probably the biggest, that's probably the most high profile. I mean, probably the most popular match of the day. As that goes out by Steph, and we get the deuce. I tell you though, this for Tsitsipas is kind of an important match because Medvedev has been back, right? He's had a couple of months now where he's sort of been like verge top 10 and like, very, very close to breaking back into the top 10. But Tsitsipas has been struggling. And this would be a great opportunity for him to win this match, take out a rival, and get to a quarterfinal. So this is probably a more important match for Tsitsipas. And also, he could be playing Rublev. So the winner of this could play Rublev, which, again, is a fun little section. And with Khachanov in there and Alcaraz, it's kind of it feels like a bit of a throwback. And then down the bottom half, it feels like all the new guys with Feast and Menchik and those kind of guys. But the top half is a little bit of a throwback match, a throwback section. All right, Tsitsipas holds 1-love. Oh. Last time they played, it was in 2024, Shanghai, I think. Yeah, it's been a while, a long while since they've played. But I love rivalries, right? I think rivalries make the sport, and I know Sinner and Alcaraz is a rivalry, but it's not in the sense of a rivalry, right? When I think of rivalries, I think of like Lakers Celtics, right? I think of Man City versus Man U. Right? I think of, Muhammad Ali versus Joe Frazier or whatever, right? You think of players that or even in tennis, right? You think of, Djokovic, Nadal, or Djokovic, Federer, right? And no, Federer and Nadal have a good rivalry too. But like, you think of Pete and Andre, right? They don't like each other. They're not complimentary of each other. They're not going to praise each other's performance. And look, Sinner and Alcaraz might turn that way. Maybe in the future they'll go, you know what? I actually don't like you. I don't think they'll do that. And that's fine. Like, look, it's refreshing to have a Sinner and Alcaraz friendly, very friendly rivalry. But I feel like rivalries are just a bit better when there's just a little bit more, you got a little, you talk a little shit, there's a little bit of trash talk. There's a little bit of like, the cheering's a little bit louder, right? When the other guy misses, like that kind of stuff. Like that's the proper rivalries that I want to see more of. We can have Sinkeraz, but we got to have other stuff too, right? Got to have some other interesting matchups, and this is one of them. Is we got a backhand now from Medi into the backhand slice of Steph. I tell you, Steph's working on the slice, and then he hits topspin backhand, and Medvedev misses. Wow, Tsitsipas' slice, not bad. That's not a bad couple of good slice backhands, and then the topspin, and he wins the point. A little spice, exactly. I mean, on the WTA, yeah, they're friendly, but also there's a lot of like side-eyeing. There's a lot of frosty handshakes on the WTA that we don't get enough of on the men's side. We need some no-look handshakes on the men's side, and these guys are notorious for it. You'll see Steph every now and again go like this one. He won't look Medvedev in the eye when he shakes hands. There's been those moments in this match. No eye contact. Frosty handshakes. We need some of that too. All right, 30-15 Medvedev. He serves again. Into the forehand of Stefanos. Back in Medi. Steph with a forehand into the forehand of Medvedev. Again to the forehand of Tsitsipas. Medvedev forehand on the stretch goes in the net, and it's 30-0. Chance for Steph to get an early break, potentially. All right, serve again from Medi. Serving to the forehand of Steph. Steph in the net. It's 40-30. Steph Kyrgios is elite. Oh, yeah. Oh, that was crazy. What happened to Raducanu? She retired because she said she didn't get much sleep and she was pretty fatigued. Her coach was trying to push her to play a little bit more, but she was like, nah, I can't keep going. As Medvedev hits it out. By the way, Mohamed Liani is in the chair. This is the most appropriate umpire for this matchup. Like Medvedev-Tsitsipas, Liani in the chair. The only thing we need is the crowd. It to be in like America or somewhere like where there's a massive crowd. Unfortunately, there's people there, but it's not like a Doha rowdy crowd. Like if this was in France, whew. Like we just need this match with the Liani in the chair in France, and that's perfection right there. That's a peak. We need a Monte Carlo match or something. But it's almost perfect. Hey, the crowd's going to be entertained. Advantage Medvedev. Liani knows how to play the role of umpire in these theatrical, theatrical matches. This is like a cinema match. Nah, we don't need the lady at the Bublik Medvedev match. She was cool. She's fine. And by the way, I don't think it was in Miami. I think it was in New York. Or was it in maybe it was in Miami? No. Liani knows how to play the part because he's gonna. If they start arguing, he's gonna try and get involved, but it's gonna make things worse. He's gonna try and settle things down, but it's only gonna make it worse, and that's what we want. We just want those, we don't want the umpire to, start giving it. He won't give out code violations. He'll hear them out. He'll listen to them complain. And he'll reason with them. Like, that's what Liani, even though it's annoying as an umpire, you're like, oh, why doesn't he just, tell them to shut up? But he'll talk to them. He'll try and reason with them while they're losing their head. 15 love. And that's what we want. We want that. We want that narrative. We want those dialogue between the players and between the umpire, and everything's going crazy. Backhand rally. Down the line now from Steph goes long. I tell you, Tsitsipas is trying to smack that backhand. 15-0. Tsitsipas' dad in the house. He's also another character in this story. He's one of the main characters. Stefanos Papa Tsitsipas. Apostolos. He's a character. Part of this movie is with a 400 rally. He's a recurring character. He's got a main role on the cast. 30-15. So far, everything's quiet. Everything's settling and nothing crazy yet. Good shot from Steph, though. Medvedev with a little expression as he comes in now with a smash Tsitsipas. I tell you what, Steph hitting a couple of good smashes in this match already. 40-15. Australia gets silver medal in the aerials. Hell yeah. All right, 40-15. All right, 40-15. I have no idea. Is that the Davis Cup captain or the coach from Greece, maybe, in the box? With Medvedev backhand to the backhand of Steph. Medvedev again with the backhand to the backhand of Steph. Steph down the line in the net. I tell you, Tsitsipas is trying this backhand. I'm not mad. It's better than just rallying and then eventually missing. He's at least going for stuff. I tell you, Papa Tsitsipas has committed a crime. He's wearing navy shorts with a black shirt. That is a crime. That's a fashion crime. He's committed a fashion crime right there. Serve to the forehand of Steph. So Medvedev hits it back and Steph with a drop shot in the net. Oh, was Fonseca insane last night? Yeah, I didn't see him. I have to watch the highlights after this. Deuce. Serve again. Into the forehand of Medvedev. Forehand from Tsitsipas. Medvedev with a backhand pass in the net. And it's advantage Steph. I tell you, this is one of those matches too that it's okay that it's going to be a slow one. Like, I know I'm expecting this match to go 2.5, 3 hours, right? I'm not thinking we're going to be out of here in an hour. This is going to be you got to strap in for the ride, this one. This match is not going to be a quick match. And they played 2 games for 15 minutes. So that's what we're doing. But I'm okay for that. Advantage Steph. The longer they're out there, the more likely they're going to yell at each other. Plus, also, if it's a long match, it means it's good. Good tennis, right? Hopefully. Steph hits it wide. We're back to deuce. It's a tense match, too. I mean, the crowd don't even know what to do. Is there even anyone there? It's so quiet. Everyone wearing Adidas orange is a fashion crime? Nah, the Adidas orange is all right. All right. Get to deuce. Was that, holy shit, I think I just saw, Wevo Productions in the house. Sitting behind Steph's dad. Shout out to Wevo. All right, advantage Steph. Pretty sure I saw it. He's sitting there with a GoPro, was he? If you know, you know. But if you don't know, you should know. Advantage Tsitsipas. I know he was there because he was he met Alcaraz. Or he was talking to Alcaraz. So he must be... It's got to be him. I swear that was him. Advantage Steph. All right, Steph with a fault second serve. Serve in the back into Steph. From Medvedev. Forehand from Steph goes long. We're back to deuce. All right, there's a bit of a grind. Also just feels like it's just simmering, this match at the moment. Just simmering. All right, back to deuce. And we had a fault second serve. Serve in the backhand of Medvedev. Volley from Steph. Great volley. All right. Tsitsipas. Lovely serve and volley. Advantage Steph. All right, nice from Steph. He holds 2-1. It's been a long start to this one. All right, 2-1. All right, so these two have played 14 times. Medvedev actually won a lot of the first ones. The first time they played, Miami 2018, that was the famous famous fight. And then they played the US Open in 2018 as well. Medvedev won that one too. Quarterfinal Basel, this is all 2018. 2019, Medvedev won the match in, and I remember watching, we actually watched that match. It was one of the first matches we watched after, well, that was the first ever Tsitsipas Medvedev match we watched. Medvedev also beat Djokovic that week in Monte Carlo. Then Shanghai 2019 semi-final, Medvedev got the win. And then at the end of 2019, Tsitsipas finally beat Medvedev on, what, the 6th time of asking. Then they played this round up in 21. Medvedev getting a bit crazy in that one. And then they played a Roland Garros and Tsitsipas got the win. Then Australian Open again in 22. Again, it was lots of fun. Then Tsitsipas won in Cincinnati in the ATP finals back-to-back in 22. And then Medvedev has won the last 3, 2 in 2023. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention the Rome semi-final where Medvedev danced after beating Steph. I forgot the dance off. He did that as well in Rome. So, yeah. That was a couple of years ago now, but they've only played once. It was in Shanghai 2024. So this is the first time in a while. They have played on the Laver Cup together, which felt like things had settled, but they hadn't played for a while. So it was almost like, well, they hadn't played, so they didn't have a reason to not like each other. And that was 2024. So they played at the Laver Cup, then they played in Shanghai, and then since then, as far as we know, they haven't seen each other since. So this is the first time in a while. So the last 2 interactions, they were civil. But it's only going to take something to set this off. I don't know what it is, but it's got to set something off. All right, 30 love. The Rome was hilarious, yeah. I'll tell you, that pre-Sinkaraz was actually kind of sick. I mean, you know, the 2023-22, we didn't know how interesting things were. 2023 especially. Like, you know, as Rafa wasn't around, and then it was Novak, and Alcaraz was coming up, but then there was still like Medvedev, Tsitsipas, and Zverev, and like that was a nice, 2023 was a nice mixture. 22-23. You know, just before Alcaraz set off, you know, Nadal, Djokovic was still kind of there, or at least Nadal was kind of there. Djokovic has always been there. As we return out of the forehand of Medvedev, forehand from Steph, into the forehand of Medi as Steph forehand down the line. Medvedev backhand cross. Steph gets it with a slice. Into the backhand of Medvedev, again to the backhand of Steph. Yeah, even though Djokovic dominated the slams, it was still like a nice... It didn't feel like he was dominating everything, though. He was winning the slams, but he, like, outside the slams, there was still... But it was also like he wasn't beating the same player in the final. I think that was something that we have missed too, right? Is that with Sinner versus Sinner Alcaraz, it's always been those two play each other all the time for the titles. Whereas Djokovic was playing different players in each final. He wasn't just playing Alcaraz every time, right? 2-0, Medvedev holds. Again, slow burn this one. 20 minutes, 4 games, but we're here for it. And I'll tell you, one of these guys might get a crack at Alcaraz this week, and that could be interesting. Especially if they go through looking good. All right, Steph for the forehand to the backhand of Medvedev. To the forehand of Steph. Steph in the net, love 15. 15. Oh, zooming in on Papa Steph. Papa Tsitsipas. Serve again. Into the back of Medvedev. Slim sleep.
Hey, Stefanos, you want to look at me and talk?
Thank you for the $2. All right. 15 all. As the return goes in the net by Medvedev. All right, serve again. 30-15. As good serve from Steph out wide, and it's 40-15. Sounded like Johnny Mac for a sec. 40-15. As the return goes in the back into Steph. And Tsitsipas hits it long, 40-30. 40-30. By the way, chat, I've been watching Kobe Bryant highlights all night. And playing Mario. I need to watch... What are some good... I know Kobe has a documentary. I'm gonna have to rewatch it. What are some good NBA? Is there any like NBA films? Not like movies, like based on the NBA. I'm talking like documentaries on the NBA. You know how they do those like NFL ones where they talk about the Buffalo Bills losing Super Bowls and they talk about like that history. Is there any historical like besides The Last Dance? Is there anything else? Has anyone got any recommendations? I want to watch some NBA. I'm getting back into it. I need to learn who's who. All right, Steph holds. 3-2. Is there a place that I can watch all this stuff? Oops, schedule's out. Oh, interesting. So Gauff, Eala, if they do play tomorrow, it'll be first thing tomorrow night. Interesting. Okay. Kobe a legend? Oh, yeah. I found my old number 8 Kobe jersey too. NBA 30 for 30. That's what I'm thinking. 30 for 30. Is there NBA 30 for 30? I love those things. I love those. I love sport. I love a good sports documentary. Where can I watch 30 for 30? You know what? I might just... You know what I'm going to do next week? We're not doing any streams because there's nothing to watch next week. I think I'm just going to hide in my house and just binge watch every 30 for 30. I'm going to just watch every 30 for 30. That's what I'm going to do next week. I'm just going to binge watch 30 for 30. Let's watch every single thing. What the hell is that building? Whoa. That kind of looks like some evil headquarters, but I'm for it. What's that building? What the hell? Doha architecture. What the hell? That thing looks straight out of the future. What are we doing? What is that building? That building was crazy. What? What is that thing? What's that place called? What the hell is that thing? That building is crazy. Looks like a logo of a sports team or something. That's crazy, man. Is that the logo for Dubai? Oh, it's for Doha? What the hell was that? I need to know what that is. What's in that building? Anyways, Medvedev double falls love 30. What the hell was that building that I just seen? Does anybody know what it's called? That building is crazy. I know. I don't even know what it is. All right, Medvedev, 15-30. So apparently it's called the Lusul Qatar Twin Tower. That building's nuts. That didn't look real. They'd never be able to build that in Melbourne. Regulations. Do whatever they want over there. Jeez. That's crazy. That is a crazy building. Anyways, backhand now goes in line to the forehand of Tsitsipas. Forehand from Medvedev to the back to the forehand of Steph. He ran around a backhand. Now Medvedev in the net. 15-40. I guess is it an apartment building? That's crazy. I want to live there. That's cool. That's crazy. The Qatar Towers. Oh, it's a hotel. Ooh. That's crazy. $600 million. Oh, yeah. Forehand to the forehand of Steph. Forehand from Medvedev is a winner. That's one save, 30-40. That's crazy, that building. All right, forehand from Medvedev. Oh, he hits it long. There's the break. 4-2. 4-2. It looks so crazy with like the water and then this huge building. That is such a crazy looking building. Architect cam unlocked, yeah. That's mad. Just doesn't look real. We need 2020 season that was so entertaining. What do you mean? 2020 season was half of it was cancelled. 2020 season was only 6 months. Back into the net, not even. I mean, it was a month and it was 2 months, and then we came back for 2 months. I think it was like 3-4 months. 15 loves Steph. Keep an eye on Medvedev. Serve to the forehand of Medvedev. Tsitsipas forehand to the back of Medvedev. Into the forehand of Steph. Steph puts it away. Tsitsipas is playing well. He is playing some good tennis out there. All right. As the return goes nowhere, Medvedev hits it out. 40 love. And most importantly, Steph's serving well. And a bit of fault second serve. Why can't I hear Cam talking all of a sudden? I don't know. One in the chat if you can hear me. There's a return. There's a forehand of Steph. Forehand from Medvedev crossed in the net. And it's 5-2 Tsitsipas. All right, 5-2. Steph with the break. All right. Lightning start. Yeah, I mean, the first 4 games were a grind, but then Steph got the break, and now he's up 5-2 all of a sudden. Here we go. Medvedev going to serve to stay in the set. All right. Tsitsipas 5-2. If he does win this in straights, that'd be huge. That would be a huge win. I don't think he's ever dominated Medvedev in a match. I'm pretty sure he's only ever won close. What's his best win against Medi? So he's won his best win Yeah, he's never dominated Medvedev. He's only ever won like every time he's won a match, there's been a tiebreak. So a 6-3, 6-3 would be dominant, right? I mean, he's never done that to Medvedev. And you would say maybe on a clay court he would, but he hasn't even done it on a clay court. But on a hard court, to beat Medvedev and like easily would be that's unheard of. Especially right now when Tsitsipas is playing or at his worst, arguably, right? I mean, Steph has not been this low ranked for a long time. He's not playing, he's in a bit of a lull. This would be a huge win in this fashion. As Medvedev comes in with a volley and Steph with a passing shot winner. Love 15. Steph came to play. Love 15. All right. As Medvedev serves a fault. Second serve. And then Steph hits a return out. 15-0. Steph looks like he's on a mission. Yeah, I know, right? All right, as Tsitsipas gets the set points, 15-40. Medvedev making all kinds of errors as well, which is not helping. Hey, gee, thank you for the 20 months. Appreciate that. All right, 15-40. Tsitsipas with the 2 set points. Medvedev serves a fault. Second serve. Into the forehand of Steph. Medvedev forehand down the line. Steph gets up with a slice. Medvedev. Backhand again to the backhand of Steph. Into the backhand of Medvedev. A Tsitsipas. Again to the Medvedev backhand. And it's gone backhand to backhand at the moment. As Medvedev tries to pick up the pace. Steph with a slice. Medvedev forehand. Into the corner. Steph gets it back with a slice. Into the forehand of Medvedev. Steph forehand down the line goes long. All right, one saved. 30-40. $30-40. Steph with the backhand down the middle. Medvedev forehand to the backhand of Steph. Into the backhand of Medvedev. Steph backhand again. Into the forehand of Medvedev. Cross court as a win up. All right, Medi hangs on. All right, deuce. And then an ace from Medvedev. All right, advantage Medvedev. All right, good serving Medi. Okay. He holds on. But Tsitsipas with the... Tsitsipas with the break. All right, Steph serves. Is tennis your favorite sport? Yes. All right, 5-3. As that goes out by Medvedev on the return. And Medi's starting to get a little vocal. After missing that shot, he's just like, oh. Medvedev's getting a little noise coming out of Medvedev. Steph serves a fault, second serve. Serve to the forehand of Medvedev. Return goes forward to Steph. Oh, Tsitsipas missed it. 15-0. Not a great shot by Steph. Serve to the backhand of Medvedev. Return goes into the forehand of Steph. That's a good shot. Medvedev pass. Steph with a volley. Great volley. Tsitsipas is hitting some really good net shots. Smashes and volleys in this matchup. At least today he is. Great volley again from Steph. All right, good serve again to the backhand of Medvedev. Return goes out. 40-15. Tsitsipas to take the first set. Steph gonna dance. Didn't he start the dance off? He danced after the Cincy match, didn't he? And then Medvedev danced back. Great serve, Steph. There's the first set. 6-3, Tsitsipas. I think the dance-off happened... Yeah, it was Cincinnati, right? Yeah, Steph won in Cincy. And then he did that really awkward dance. And then Medvedev danced in Rome after winning. That was the dance-off. Oh, see, this rivalry is so fun. Because there's just so much to it. There are so many things that I forgot about that happened in this match. I'm sure that they've even played juniors. And there's probably things we don't even know about back from then. Anyways, Tsitsipas, he only had to break once. Medvedev didn't have a break point in the entire set. Great serving by Steph. 8.8 serve shot quality compared to a 7.0 for Medvedev. That is a hell of a start for Steph. Which dance was worse? I think Steph's was more awkward. I think Medvedev's was just funny. Because Medvedev was doing it in response to Steph, whereas Steph full did that on purpose. But nobody asked, right? Whereas Medvedev replied with the dance. Anyways, first set in the bag. Tsitsipas. What a start. This rivalry is kind of petty at times. I love it. Yeah, well, so far it's pretty quiet. But I think now that Medi's down a set, he might start to get a little chirpy. Because I think because Medvedev owns this head-to-head 10-4, right? I don't think he's ever really... Like, the last few matches, he hasn't needed to be, like, you know... He doesn't need to show his dislike. But I think now that he's losing, he's going to be like, I can't lose to this guy. Not again. I can't lose this guy. I don't want to lose to this guy. Like, I don't think Medvedev wants... Like Zverev and Medvedev, when they play, obviously they don't want to lose to each other, right? But, like, this one's another one where Medi, I don't think he wants to lose to Steph, ever. Kind of like Serena and Sharapova, right? It's like, all right, you'll get a win, but I'm never going to let you win again. Like, I think it's kind of on that vibe with Medvedev, where he's like, you know what? I can't let this guy beat me. That's crazy. That's not going to happen. I'm just having a look. Did they play in juniors? They might not have played in juniors because they are a couple of years apart. Yeah, so they didn't play juniors against each other. They're 3 years apart, so I mean... They didn't play juniors. He doesn't know how to fight. 15 love. Oh, there's so many quotable moments. You better shut your fuck up. You better shut your F up. He said bullshit Russian. Forehand, you think this is normal? Oh, God. And that was the first match they ever played. That was the first match they ever played. It started with a bang. 30 love. Medvedev serves the fault, second serve. Second serve. There's a return from Steph in the net. 40 love. As we get a let from Medvedev. Hey, Carmen, thank you for the super sticker. Appreciate that. As we're back in down the line from Steph into the forehand. Medvedev here. It's a drop shot winner. All right. Medi with the drop shot. I'll tell you, Medvedev is acting very, very cool, calm, and collected. He is not looking flustered in the slider. That was a great drop. By the way, that was such a shot by Medvedev. Made even more by the cold walk to the chair. Like, he hit that drop shot and he just looked at his toes like this. And then he just kept walking. Like, he was like, yep, I can drop shot. Like, that was a cold drop shot by Medvedev. He's just like, yeah, I can do that. Hey, Jannik Sinner, you want some tips? Hey, Jannik, you want some tips? No? Okay. But I can drop shot if you need help. I'll teach you. That was so cold. The walk-off was crazy. Tsitsipas with a 4-1 winner, 15 love. Tsitsipas is back to the top soon? Maybe. He's a kid who doesn't know how to fight, yeah. Tsitsipas smashing bottles and Medvedev saying sorry in AO was peak 2. I can't remember that. So there's so many things that this rivalry has. You gotta write a book about it. A 4-4 rally. Steph. Again, the 4 to Medvedev to the backhand of Steph. Medvedev forehand again to the backhand slice of Steph. Into the forehand of Medvedev. Here's another drop shot, but Steph's going to get this one with a drop shot back. Medvedev gets it with a forehand down the line, but he missed. 30 love. AO 21 semis, yeah. All right, 30 love. Lehechka's destroying Bergs. Is he? All right, 30 love. First serve is a fault, second serve. As the return goes out by Medvedev, 40 love. God, Steph is cruising on serve. 40 love. $40 love. There's a backhand return from Medvedev goes long. It's 1-1. 1-1. Steph is serving bombs. Oh, yeah. Yet to face a break point. As the return goes to forehand of Medvedev. Backhand from Tsitsipas. Crossed into the backhand of Medvedev. Tsitsipas backhand into the forehand of Medvedev. Again to the backhand of Steph. Medvedev backhand into the backhand of Steph. Steph in the net. It's love 15. By the way, chat, I want to know. I'm going to write these down, actually, because I think this is a good... I just want to get your advice, what do you call it? Feedback. What are some of the rivalries on the men's side that you like at the moment? Current rivalries. Only on the men's side, and they have to be between active players. So don't give me Nadal versus Federer, right? What are some of your favorite current rivalries? And you can do the obvious ones if you want. There's no wrong answers. Well, there are wrong answers, but they're not. You can pick the obvious ones. What's your favorite rivalries on the men's side at the moment? 30 love, Alcaraz Sinner. Hey, look, I'm all for that. Shelton Tiafo. Okay, interesting. I was going to say Shelton Fritz, but Shelton Tiafoe, okay. 40 loves Medvedev. Bublik Demonor. Nice one. Sinner Zverev. Shelton Fritz. Yeah, I like Shelton Fritz as well. I think that's a good one too. 40 love. That one's just getting started. Djokovic Musetti, okay. Runa Sinner. Robin.
Good morning, Cam and Mia. Thanks for being great.
Hey, thank you for the $2. That's very nice of you to say. Hopefully you're having a good one. 40-15, by the way. Medi Zverev. I like that one too. Medi Zverev's got some spice. We're going to put this one in right as well. Medvedev-Tsitsipas. Right. Medvedev-Tien's a good one too. That is becoming a proper thing. Forehand goes into the forehand of Medvedev. Lob goes up. Steph with a smash. Steph leads. Oh, sorry. Medvedev 40-30. What else? What other rivalries are going on at the moment? Zverev Fritz, that's a good one too. We haven't seen that one as much as I want to see that. Hopefully we see more of that this year. That's a good one too. As Medvedev hits a win up, 2-1. And a little shake of the racket from Medi. Okay. All right. What other ones? Sinner Demonor is fun. Shut up. Ban that guy. Just kidding. Demonor Tsitsipas. Is that a good rivalry? Is it? Alcaraz Draper. Yeah, we'll put that in as well. It's definitely a new rivalry. I feel like Musetti Alcaraz is kind of is okay as well. Is it though? Maybe. Or is it? I know it's one-sided, but I feel like they played some interesting matches. 7-1, but actually no, it's probably not. Take that back. There's 2 one-sided. Alcaraz Runa. That's a good one. We've got to put the obvious one. Djokovic Sinner. Djokovic Alcaraz, right? Musetti Alcaraz was quite good on clay. Yeah, but it just hasn't translated in wins for... Sorry, Musetti, right? Runa Sinner, yeah, that's a good one. That's definitely a fun one. I feel like Demon or Musetti's pretty good. We had some good matches last year with those two. And so, same with Demon or Fritz. I feel like that's a pretty good one too. Like Demon or versus those guys is pretty fun. Shelton Alcaraz. Okay, what about Fritz Alcaraz? Is that... I mean, that's a rivalry kind of at the moment. We're talking about ATP, not WTA. Hey, they've got that hat. Where did they get that hat from? Give me that hat. Where's that guy? Did you send the hat? All right, 2-1 Medvedev in the second. As the return goes to the forehand of Tsitsipas. Backhand now from Medvedev. Steph with the backhand of Medvedev. Into the forehand of Steph. Medvedev forehand. Into the forehand of Steph again to the backhand of Medi, but it goes wide by Steph. And it's love 15. Rude versus Vera was good for a while. Yeah, Rude has got some good rivalries against some players, right? Love 15. As that goes in the net by Medvedev on the forehand. It's 15-all. Serve again from Steph. Lehechka wins. Return goes in from Medvedev into the forehand of Steph. Medvedev into the forehand again of Steph. That's a great shot from Tsitsipas. 30-15. Feast Zverev. That's a good little one as well. agree with that. We got to see more of that too. Alcaraz, Rublev. Yeah, Rublev's got some rivals. All right, return the backhand of Tsitsipas. Backhand of Medvedev to the slice of Steph. Medvedev backhand again. The backhand of Steph. Into the forehand of Medvedev. Medvedev in the net. 40-15. By the way, chat, football started today. AFL footy. If you know what I'm saying. It was pre-season today. Who played? Was it today? I thought that was today. What was I reading? I thought today was pre-season. What the hell? Anyway, Steph holds 2-0. I thought I saw today that there was it was like practice match simulations. Whatever the hell that is. Love 15. Good return from Steph. No, next week preseason starts. next preseason starts next week. Alcaraz Norrie is a good one too. That's an interesting rivalry too. You're right. That is a good. That's a weird rivalry, but it's good. I love 30. Medvedev starting to shrug his shoulders. Oh no. Uh-oh. Medvedev starting to make some moves. Love 30. Serve to the forehand of Steph. Return goes forehand to Medvedev. Tsitsipas backhand. Medvedev volley. Oh, that's a great drop volley, Medvedev. 15-30. Great volley from Medvedev. And Steph shanks the return. Goes long. 30-0. 30-0. As Medi serves again. Great serve. Slice return goes in. Medvedev drop shot. Oh, another good drop shot. 40-30. I'll tell you, we haven't watched Medvedev-Tsitsipas play each other or individually for a while. I'll tell you, I've been very impressed with Tsitsipas's net game, but very impressed by Medvedev's drop shots. He's hit some good drop shots. Backhand Medvedev, that goes long. We get the deuce. Like both of these guys have had to add stuff to their game, obviously, because of Alcaraz and Sinner, but that's fun to see. The Medvedev is clearly adding the drop shot to his game, but Tsitsipas is also, he's been pretty good at the net today. So it's good to see these guys are both evolving, even if they're not, at the top of the game right now. As the return goes into the backhand of Medvedev, Steph with the forehand, into the forehand of Medvedev, Steph backhand slice, which is another good shot from Steph. He hits another backhand into the backhand of Medvedev, Medi in the net. The Tsitsipas slice is also something that looks much better in this match today. Advantage, Tsitsipas to get the break in the second. Serve to the forehand of Steph. Medvedev forehand to the forehand of Steph. To the forehand of Medvedev. Steph forehand again. As they go down the line from Medvedev. Slice from Steph. Medi with a drop shot again. That's another winner. Oh, and he just gives Tsitsipas a look. Okay. He just gives a little bit of a stare down to Steph. Interesting. It's a first. I don't know. He's just looking him down. He's like, what, you're not going to run for that? All right. As he comes in the net with another drop shot. Now Steph's going to get this one. Oh, and he hits a slice neck. He hits a slice cross-court winner and shakes the racket, Steph. He's like, you're not getting me with that one. Advantage Tsitsipas. Nice pickup by Steph. One too many drop shots from Eddie. Can we make this a regular matchup on stream? I mean, yeah, I love watching this match. The reason why we're watching it right now is because it's such a fun matchup. It's been a forehand from Medvedev. That's a great shot. Slice from Steph. Medi volleys. Too good. And it's back to deuce. Medi's got a hold here. All right, serve again. Oh, it was an ace. All right, Medvedev. To take the lead back. Or the lead again. Serving the back in the Tsitsipas. Forehand from Medvedev. And it goes wide. We're back to deuce. All right, back to deuce. There's a bit of fault from Medvedev. Second serve. As the return goes in the front of Medvedev. Steph backhand. To the backhand of Medvedev. Steph shanks the backhand. And that's the first one he's shanked, Steph, on the backhand side today. It's been pretty solid on the backhand. Advantage Medvedev. Advantage Medvedev. To get back the lead, he serves into the front of Steph. Return goes to the front of Medvedev. To the backhand of Steph. Medi, backhand. Down the line, good shot. Steph in the net. Medvedev raises the racket. And he goes to 3-2. I don't know what it is, but things are just kind of simmering again. There's just been some looks in the last game. They looked at each other a little bit like, and a couple of celebrations that we hadn't seen them celebrating much. Each other, like they hadn't been celebrating their shots. I love this matchup. I love it. You just know, you can just feel the tension. Like you're just waiting for something to happen. I tell you, if Medi wins this set, the final set might be fiery because Steph might get fired up. He's been pretty quiet since he passed. He's only shaken this racket once. Match deserves a bit of bigger crowd. I agree. I agree. It deserved to be night match, to be honest. But then Sinner and Alcaraz just they have to put them at night, don't they? This should have been tonight. This should have been instead of Alcaraz or Sinner tonight. Alcaraz versus Royer? Boring. Like, come on. This should have been night match. Alcaraz Royer should have been during the day. But just like the Eala match being tonight, it's all about who rocks up to the crowd. And I don't think I don't know if these guys would have attracted a bigger crowd than Alcaraz playing anybody in the world. Also, they did pay Alcaraz a small fortune to to play. Like they did pay both Alcaraz and Sinner a lot of money to be here. By the way, Chad, I wonder if other players would get pissy at that. I mean, there probably a lot of players get appearance fees, but I'll tell you, if you went to this tournament on your own back, and you're hearing that the two top players get paid to be here, and they get paid that much, you're just like, the hell? Like I don't know. I mean, obviously it's probably normal that everyone knows. I mean, these guys probably got an appearance fee, but I don't know. It just feels weird to be like, God, these guys got paid like almost triple the prize money for the winner to be here. I don't know if that would. They must be jealous. No, I don't know jealousy, but it's just like.
Did I ask for the physio? Did I ask for the physio?
Carlos, did I ask for the physio? Oh, Medvedev. Anyways, 4-4 rally. Medi with a pass. Oh, it goes wide. Medi's starting to grunt. He just missed it. 15-0. Look, they all get appearance fees for stuff, right? That's just normal, but I don't know. I mean, hearing how much it allegedly is, that's what kind of makes it feel weird, right? If we don't know about it, then we don't talk about it. But hearing about it, you go, oh, that's a lot. That's a lot, especially when you look at the prize money for the winner and they're going to get less. Unless it's Alcaraz or Sinner and they'll just get more. Drop shot's good. Slice from Steph. Medvedev volleys it away. All right, Medi, 15-30. Feast Lehechka tomorrow. Okay. All right, Lehechka versus... So wait, is that Lehechka versus... Ooh. I'll tell you, chat, if the tennis gods are going to give us what we want this week, as Medvedev comes to... Tsitsipas comes to the net and then hits a lovely volley winner. Beautiful from Steph, 30-0. I'll tell you, Sinner might have to play Menchik, Feast, or Lehechka. Remember, Lehechka beat Alcaraz here last year. And then the final. So... we're starting to get a nice little shape up. Even though it doesn't... I mean, if Triple Z beats Menchik, then plays Sinner, maybe that'll be a little bit easier. I don't know. But, I mean, it's getting interesting. If I had to pick the draw, I'd say Sinner Menchik, winner plays Feast, would be my preference. And then Alcaraz Hashanov, which is going to happen if Alcaraz wins. Winner plays... I want to say winner plays Rublev if Medvedev loses. If Medvedev wins this, I'll say, well, I want to see him play Medvedev. Like my two favorite matches would be Medvedev, Alcaraz, Feast, Sinner. I feel like that would be a good combination. At least, hopefully, it feels a little bit more competitive for Alcaraz and Sinner have to earn it, right? Then again, I don't know. With Steph versus Alcaraz, I don't know if that's... I mean, Steph's looking good today, but I don't know if he's looking that good to play Alcaraz. 3-0, sorry. Anisimova and Andreeva also have beef. Well, we have to watch that tomorrow. We have to watch that tomorrow. There's a lot of beef on the WTA though. There's a lot more. There's a lot more. Heated rivalries on the WTA side than on the ATP. Oh, it's Medvedev. It's a lovely winner down the line. 15-love. You're like 2 points behind. Am I? Well. Okay. 15-love. As that goes wide by Medvedev on the forehand. And it's 15-0. Why don't you just click the video and you'll find out the news straight away. Because that's what the video is there for. To be watched. Thank you. 15-0. As with a forehand now down the line to the backhand of Medvedev. Backhand from Steph. Into the forehand of Medvedev. Steph forehand again to the forehand of Medvedev. Into the slice of Steph. Medi backhand. Steph with a forehand pass. Medvedev volleys it wide. Doesn't have the softest hands, Medvedev. All right, 15-30. And we default second serve. As the return goes into the backhand of Medvedev. Backhand now from Steph. Medvedev comes in the net with a volley. Steph with a pass. Medvedev with a drop volley. Steph's going to get there because it wasn't a drop volley. Oh, what a backhand! Tsitsipas hits the winner. What a backhand winner from Steph. Medvedev, I thought it looked like a drop volley, but he kind of shanked it deep. And then Steph just rips it cross court. That's a backhand that I want him to play way more often. What an angle. 15-40. As Medvedev, good serve. Steph gets it back. Medi comes to the net. Steph with the pass. Medi volleys. Steph with the pass. Winner. Break. Tsitsipas is all over Medvedev. 4-3. It's a set and a break. Tsitsipas dominating Medvedev, which is not something that's ever happened. All right. Tsitsipas is up a set and a break. And Medvedev needs to do something. I mean, he needs to not go to the net because he's making some questionable shots at the net. Cam, you jinxed it, man. Said 3 hours. It's going to be 90 minutes. Boo-hoo. What's going on? Is Tsitsipas extremely good or Medvedev playing bad? Both. And Medvedev's not playing bad. Tsitsipas is just playing well. Medi's making some bad shot selection at times, but it has been a good match. Tsitsipas is serving great, not giving any points there. So yeah, this is it's definitely not Medvedev playing bad. It's just Tsitsipas playing good and Medvedev not having the answers at this point. This would be such a good win for Steph. Oh yeah, he hasn't had a win over Medvedev for a while, and on a hard court, this is a huge win to beat Medvedev. For Tsitsipas especially. Yeah, Steph's caught fire. Okay. Steph is 2 games away from the quarterfinals, where he may or may not play Rublev. Rublev's playing later. I'll tell you though, that backhand cross-court winner by Steph, that was a great shot. That was such a rip of a backhand. I mean, Medvedev came in with a poor shot, a poor volley, but then Steph just ripped it away. And that was like, even if Medvedev was on the baseline, it would have been a crazy shot from Steph because it had such angle. As the return goes into the forehand of Tsitsipas, Medvedev backhand. Into the forehand of Steph. As Medvedev backhand to the backhand of Steph. Into the forehand of Medvedev. Steph backhand. Again to the backhand of Medvedev. Steph again with the backhand down the line. Good shot from Tsitsipas. What a backhand. 15 love. And I'll tell you, Medvedev's starting to do that exaggerated grunt. Like he's not known for grunting. And Medvedev is starting to make noise. And I don't know what if Medvedev's saying Hawkeye got one wrong. I think Medvedev's saying that Hawkeye might have missed one. He's talking to the umpire. He was saying something to the umpire. 15 love. Second serve to the forehand of Medvedev. Return goes to the forehand of Steph. Medvedev. Forehand down the line. Steph's got it with a slice. Medvedev wins the point. Steph goes wide. 15-all. Medi's starting to get a little bit more aggressive in the way that he's playing on the baseline. 15-all. Serve again. Into the forehand of Medvedev. Forehand from Steph. To the slice of Medvedev. Tsitsipas comes to the net. Medvedev with a backhand pass. Oh, it's in the net. That would have been a great shot from Medi. 30-15. Yeah, Medvedev hasn't hit... I don't think he's hit any passing shots. All right, first serve is a fault. Second serve. Serving to the back end of Medvedev. Steph with a volley. Medvedev with a lob. It's too short. And Medvedev just shrugs his shoulders like, what am I doing? 40-15. He tried the lob and Steph was ready. Easy put away. All right, 40-15. Steph's been super impressive. Serving to the backhand Medvedev. Forehand from Steph. Into the slice of Medvedev. Steph comes in, puts another smash away. He is flying around the net. Steph 5-3. He has been untouchable on serve. And he's hit, I don't know how many points at the net he's won, but I want to say he's at least won 10 points in the net. He's got to have a positive record at the net. I'm going to say he's won at least 13 out of 14. I don't know if they're going to show us that after the match, but net points won, Steph has been on fire. Yeah, 14 of 15 at the net. 14 of 15. Crazy net play. All right, return goes into the back end of Medvedev. Medvedev hits a winner that time. 30 love. Medvedev 6 of 14. Which is not really a surprise. Also, Steph serving amazing. 4 aces. No break points faced. He's having a great day out there, Steph. Medvedev 30 love. Second serve. Oh, it's an ace. Oh, Medi's in that mood, is he? Medi's in the mood. He's just like, I'm going to serve a second serve ace here because that is just fun. 40 love. Medvedev just serving massive serves for no reason. He'll serve another big bomb here. Ready? Second serve. Just slaps it for it. Oh, and then he slapped a forehand winner. What was that volley, Medvedev? Oh, Medi. He slaps the serve. I think it was 200 kilometers serve. And then he comes in, he just hits a smash, like a volley, but he has a massive swing at the volley and it goes in, luckily. That could have been horrendous, but he made it work. That was just an angry game by Medvedev. That was the weird, he just comes in and just ugh. It wasn't a smash, it was like a swinging volley, but not in the good type. I don't know, it was weird. It was just an aggressive game by Medvedev all around. Just an angry game. Well, they're replaying that. Yeah, that was not a smash. It was eye level, and he just hit. That could have gone out of the stadium if he had shanked that. There was no need to hit it that hard. But he just went, you know what? I'm just going to go full on into this. We're going to send it. We're going to send this forehand smash. And it could go anywhere. And it went in, so it was brilliant. But also, it could have gone to the front row and killed somebody. It was brutal. That could have taken somebody's head off. I'm not even joking. That was if that missed, you watch out. Anyway, Steph's going to serve the match. Oh, Dubai schedule's out already. Damn, they're quick today. Oh, Dubai schedule's out. Oh, I thought you meant Doha. I'm getting confused. Yeah, I saw the Dubai schedule. Thanks, Gene. I thought you meant Doha. All right, here we go. Steph has not been trouble on serve at all. I think he had 130 all game. Now he's served for the match, which would be his best win over Medvedev ever. As with a forehand now down the line of the backhand of Medvedev into the forehand of Steph. Medvedev. Backhand down the line. That's a good shot. Steph gets it. Medvedev forehand. Into the forehand of Steph. Medvedev in control. As Steph hits a slice. To the backhand of Medvedev. Into the... Oh, no. It's out by Medvedev. And he just slaps his racket, Medi. 15 love. I tell you, he has just been outplayed today. Has Medvedev. 15 love. Good serve from Steph. Return Medvedev into the forehand of Steph. Medvedev puts up a lob. Steph with a smash. He's not missing that. Not today. 30 love. Great net game again by Steph. He's just been so solid at the net. Super reliable. 30 love. First serve is a fault. Second serve. Oh, double fault. Maybe a little nerves. 30-15. Steph's playing unreal. Yeah, this is the best he's ever played against Medvedev. 30-15. Serve again. Into the backhand of Medvedev. Return goes out. Match points for Steph. Wow. What a win for Steph if he can win this next point. 40-15. Super impressive by Tsitsipas. Steph serves. That's a fault. Second serve. Serving to the backhand of Medvedev. Return goes in the forehand of Tsitsipas. Medvedev down the line. Goes long. Wow. Tsitsipas. As Medvedev just told himself stupid, I think. He was just like, oh, that's so stupid. That was a nice handshake. By the way, there was not much drama going on with this one. Tsitsipas didn't let it happen. He's just like, I'm just going to play my game and you're not going to be good enough anyway. Medvedev was more annoyed at himself than he was at Steph today, which is not how it's been in the rivalry before. Man, that was very impressive. That's the best I've seen Tsitsipas play for a while. And against somebody that he's got a bad record against as well. I mean, that was super impressive. His net game, like I said, net points won, off the charts for Steph. Medvedev just couldn't get the pass, but Steph was hitting great smashes. The slice backhand was working. The backhand in general was good. He shanked one, I think. He hit one poor backhand. He won 16 out of 17 net points. 94% of net points won. Didn't face a break point on serve. He was just phenomenal. And he double faulted once, and that was in the last game of the match. Just a great game. 75% of first serves in, 80% of first serve points won. Medvedev served okay. The double faults, 4 double faults, but 66 and 71, that's not bad. Steph just served better. That was one of the most complete performances of Steph for a long time. Against a quality hardcourt player, right? A hardcourt specialist. That's got to be his best win for a while too, right? I don't think Tsitsipas has had a win like that for a long time. Let me have a look. When was the last time Steph beat someone around that top 10? So he lost to Fils, who was 14 a couple of times. He lost to Musetti. Yeah, last time he played that was maybe in Dubai last year, but then again he didn't play a top 20 player. We're gonna go back to way back. So last time he beat someone, he did beat Fritz at the United Cup. I think. What was this? Was that this year or last year? Yeah, so he did beat Fritz at the United Cup this year. And he beat him in straight. So that was a massive win too. But he hasn't beaten, besides that, he hadn't beaten somebody since De Minaur in Rome back in 2024. And that was when he was in the top 10. So again, the Fritz match against USA with Greece, that was a great win. But I think this match is probably the best match he's played since maybe Dubai last year, when he beat FAA in the final to win the title. That was great. It couldn't have been any better. That was a perfect match from Steph. And now he might play Rublev, which will be another interesting matchup in a couple of to be tomorrow. So there you go. Great win. That's the best I've seen Steph play for a long, long time. Yeah, it's been a while since he's actually beaten a top guy before this year. Steph versus Rublev has had beef as well. Yeah, I tell you, look, out of all the matches they played, this was a lot more civil. Medvedev was more annoyed at himself, but there's not much you can say when someone's playing like that well against you, right? Medi couldn't really say much because he was just getting outplayed. He just got outplayed. Oh, yeah, Fritz was injured at the United Cup. Okay, well, there you go. So, yeah, this is by far his best performance, Steph. His best win for a long, long time. This is more impressive, yeah. I mean, Medvedev, there was no excuse. Medvedev he just got outplayed. If we can keep this level, he could be a low seed threat for sure. I don't know but again, can he beat Alcaraz playing like this? Probably not. But could he make the semis and play Alcaraz? Hell yeah. He could beat Rublev or Marozsan playing like that. He might not beat Alcaraz, but if you make the semis, the way Steph's been the last 12 months, he'll take a semi. He'll take a semi-final, right? All right. Now, yeah, we've got some time now between now and the next match because Alcaraz, or is it no, Sinner. Sinner's playing in 2 hours. We do have Eala coming up soon as well, but that match is not for a little while. That match could be a few hours. The ladies' matches have all finished for the day. So we've only got Gauff and Eala's matches to go. So the quarterfinals for the ladies, we've got Pegula Tauson, Andreeva Anisimova, Svitolina Rujic, and then tonight's matches when they play in... I think Gauff's coming up in like 30 minutes, but we'll... Yeah, we'll go from... We'll have a look and see what happens. Because, yeah, Eala Castella... yeah, Gauff's playing in 30 minutes. I'm trying to think. So we've got Gauff coming up in 30 minutes, and then we've got Eala after that. And then we've got a double header. We're going to do Sinner as well against Popper, and then we've got Alcaraz. We finish the night with Alcaraz. So, yeah. Thanks for a great fun stream. No worries. Steph and Andre haven't played since 2022. Wow, that's crazy. That's a long time. That's a very long time. That's a very long time. Cool. So yeah. We're gonna watch Popper and Sinner. That's probably the next match we watch, unless the Eala match starts earlier. But I think that I'm kind of banking that the Eala's match is probably going to start later than last night, because I don't think Gauff's match is going to go quicker than an hour, unless Gauff comes out and just plays crazy, which he could. I mean, Gauff is capable of winning in an hour, but I just don't. I'm not planning on it. Tommy Paul over Mute last night was great. Yeah, look, I got to be honest, I haven't even been paying attention to Delray Beach. Delray Beach has missed me. So Vachereau is out, apparently. He lost to Mickelson, which is not a bad loss. All right. Oh, Oh, Fritz versus Hoda is interesting. Wait, did Hoda get a Next Gen Finals entry into the... Did he get a Next Gen Finals... Next Gen Accelerator Program entrance? Interesting. That doesn't get used very often. The Next Gen Program Accelerator Program entrant. So yeah, so Hoda got a Next Gen boost. He got a Next Gen power up. Thoughts on Popper and Sinner? God, I hope it's close. Mute saved 10 match points against Paul in one game? Really? Mad. Gauff did say play crazy yesterday. That match was so bad. Yeah, Gauff was lucky not to... she was fortunate yesterday not to lose the second. Could have been a 3-setter yesterday. So that's why I'm a little worried that the Coco is going to struggle tonight. I believe Tommy Paul won on the 14th match point. That's crazy. That is wild. All right, chat. I'm going to send you over the next one. We'll be back soon, hopefully soon, to watch Eala versus Castella, plus Sinner and Alcaraz are playing tonight as well. So big night of tennis still to go. But I'll tell you, that was a great win by Tsitsipas. Great match by him. And we haven't said that often recently because he's not been playing great. But that was... I'm going to really be interested to hear what he has to say after the match because he has to be impressed by his performance. He has to be, right? He's got to say that's the best win he's had in a long time. Let me have a look. Did he say anything after the match? Oh, yeah, here we go. So Steph said... He says, a lot of grit, a lot of high intensity. Today I showed a lot of consistency. He said, they got me a lot of points. My tennis came together. I'm really happy with my serving. Yeah, he was serving well today. And he was championing the one-handed backhand. Saying that it's dying off a bit, but Grigor would agree. We've spoken about it plenty of times. So talking about the one-handed backhand, trying to keep that in and keep that alive. One-handed backhands will come back. I mean, they're not going to come back into everyone's going to have one, but one-handed backhands are always going to be around. Someone's always going to have a one, just like we have serve volleys, right? People serve volley as well. You know, it's not the one-handed backhand is not extinct. It's just endangered species. It's just an endangered species. Anyways, I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for joining. Tsitsipas wins 6-3, 6-4. He takes out Medvedev in one of the most clinical matches he's ever played against Medi, and he's into the quarterfinals.